All right, so hey guys, welcome back to the stream. Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. So we're just gonna wait for a couple of minutes to more people to come and join in before we get started with today's live breakdown. So if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button to be able to chat. So we're just gonna wait for a couple more minutes for more people to gather in, and then we're gonna be starting today's breakdown. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up my trading view. All right, so this is my trading view. Okay, so we didn't expect this huge bullish momentum in the market. Everybody was expecting a sort of downfall after we got data released from. Okay, so New York and London session is overlapping now, so we're expecting this momentum to at least go to this high. I had my intentions of the market actually going up, but I wasn't expecting this up. I was expecting nearly to this high and then just closing below previous day's high. But we just got major movement here. Since US government risk, consumer data, and employment data, everybody thought it was going to go bearish, but look at what the market pulled up. Okay. Look at that momentum in the candle. I do believe it's going to go up till here to this recent swing high, and then we maybe give us a slight pullback all the way back to this demand zone before actually going back up. So if you're not a part of our Discord community, you wouldn't know that. So today I was having a bearish outlook on my daily bias on BTC. So price, I was expecting it to close above this previous day's high, and it did, but it didn't close yet. But we were expecting a little momentum to this recent high, but we actually are getting momentum all the way to this all-time high. Not all-time high, to this recent high. Hi, am I audible to you guys? Just go ahead and say yes if I am. If not, I'm going to go ahead and fix that. So this again is the daily time frame chart. We're going to hop on to the 15-minute time frame on BTC and go ahead and find some setups if we can be able to find setups and then trade on that. I do have a couple of trades running on the 4-hour time frame. So let me just go ahead and pull that up for you guys so you guys can see. So this is my trade running on Solana. On EURUSD, unfortunately, we did not get entered in, so my limit order wasn't triggered in. So it was right over here. So I was expecting the market to have a little pullback, enter into my limit order, and then, continue the trend into my direction. But unfortunately, it wasn't able to completely react and trigger my limit order. So I wasn't able to capitalize on that trade, but it's okay. We've got some more running trades which are profitable. So these are all my running trades. At first, I was pretty bearish. I had a pretty bearish outlook on. So this is Ethereum chart, we are having this halo trend lines right over here. So I'm expecting a slight bit of pullback to this level of zone before having a pullback up, or maybe just continuing downward trend and just doing that instead. I'm going to either find my trade setup in BTC or Ethereum, because on Solana, I already have a swing trade running right over here. So let's find out what happens to that trade. Again, you'll get updated on our Discord community of that trade. It'll be right over here in crypto section. So you'll be able to see that. So all my trades are visibly over here. So all the trades that I took are here. Let's get back to this. So I'm going to find a trade setup in either the 15-minute time frame or the 5-minute time frame. I think 15 minutes will give us a better trade idea than the 5-minute one. So we have a massive demand zone over here. So this is the 4 massive demand zone. So we can expect a slight little pullback to this zone before the market does anything. And if you have any running trades on either of any pairs, do be careful, because we're running an overlap on New York and London session, so we can expect some volatility right after this session ends. So now we're on BTC to hit. Well, now Telegram shares varsity could drive. Let's keep reading this. Messaging app, Telegram founder, CEO. Okay, can we expect it though? Can we expect it? I don't know. Wait and see. Let's wait and see. If you guys are watching this video, you have to be able to subscribe. So you have to subscribe to be able to chat. So just go ahead and subscribe and ask your questions live and answer them. And in today's live stream, I also do want to cover about the recent news on US government's crash or like shutdown, and consumer and job unemployment data. So we're going to also cover those in today's live stream. So I'm waiting for a couple more people to join in so that we can start with the information. What do you guys think? Is crypto market going to pump or dump? Because we saw a massive pump today, but we'll see. I don't have any live setups on BTC or Ethereum, so I'm waiting for my setup to form, and then we're going to place a trade live. All right, so while we're waiting for our setup to form and give us a valid area of where to enter, let's go ahead and talk about our Discord community and our website. So we've made a couple of changes to our Discord community. So if you're not a part of our Discord community, this overview should give you a complete guide. So when you begin, you will get welcomed into our community, and then you're gonna have to watch this video to get the most out of this community. So I made a full-on video of an overview of this entire community of what you'll get and what you'll not get. So once you watch this video, you understand what features are the most useful to you and from where you're gonna gather information and what features that will be useful and helpful. Now let's go ahead and talk about our website. All the links are in the description box below. All you have to do is just scroll down a little bit, click on those links, and just explore. I'm not asking you to buy, or I'm not asking you to like do something immediately. I'm just asking you to go ahead, click those links, and just check out, explore. So we did some massive designing and some updates to our website, and I really like this line that we added is to make your investment back. So whatever you invest, think of it as an investment, not as spending money to buying a course. This is not a course at all. This is a 101 complete guidance. So I would ask you to not just think of it as putting in money. It's not just money that is completely gone. It's something that you're going to make back, something like an investment. So if you're serious to take the next step forward to becoming a profitable trader, you are going to be having this line very helpful, because whatever you invest in us, you're going to be able to make it back through trading. As easy, as simple as that. So I thought to incorporate this also in our website so that you guys can understand that whatever you're investing into us, you can make it back through trading. So just go ahead and explore all these pages. And if you want to see how we can be the most helpful, if you just want to go ahead and not spend any money and just see what helpful resources that we can give you, go ahead and join our free Discord community. It's completely free to join. Go ahead and explore all the features. Look at what we do. Don't trust anyone just blindly. Don't just take blind advice. Go ahead and do your own research, and go ahead and after you trust us or believe that we have got what you need, then go ahead and do any next step forward. So just go ahead and explore the website, go ahead and read our reviews. And again, on YouTube as well, we provide real value, so you can check out these videos as well. Let's go ahead back to the chart. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. Let's go to Ethereum. Okay, so Ethereum, not bad. We can expect a push up to this area level. Let's see. Okay. 30 minutes, 1 hour time frame. What do you guys think? Is it gonna go up or down? And if you guys do want to go ahead and check out our Twitter account, I do post both. I'm very transparent on my trades. If I make a loss, there goes my loss trades. If I make a profit, my profit trades and everything. I've just started doing this, so you're going to get more updates in Twitter as well. So I just started my Twitter account. Again, I don't have any live positions open on Ethereum or BTC, so I'm looking for a bias confirmation, and then we're going to go ahead and do it. But I did make a profit on this because I knew that the candle was going to close above this previous day's high. Let's go to the daily candle. So I did know that price was going to go and close above this previous day's high, which is what I said in our Discord community. So I did knew that. But again, I was thinking around this level of booking my TPs and my profits. It was a good trade, and it is going to this recent high over here. So that would have been a good trade opportunity. Now I didn't enter out of FOMO. I have no open positions, like I said, on BTC or Ethereum. So I'm looking for positions on the lower time frames, not on the higher time frames, on the lower time frames. Just go ahead and hit that like button if you guys are watching the live stream. Ooh, like I said, it's gonna hit this, and then we can expect a slight bit of pullback. But I'm thinking that it can break this trend line. I think it can break this trend line because we have already 1 touch point, 2 and 3 touch points, 2 and 3 touch points. So I think this can actually break. So let's see. If it breaks and gives us a valid confirmation, then we can go to look long. Let's go ahead and check out Bitcoin. All right, so in the 5-minute time frame, we're having the same layout. Just had a break. We waited for that retracement, and now we can go to look long. Let's wait for a valid confirmation of a candle closement above this high. I'm pretty bullish overall, but let's see. So we can expect a slight bit of pullback to this demand zone, the 4-hour demand zone, before we can have any sort of pullback. What is that message? I'm just gonna turn it off. US government sudden shutdown. Let's go ahead and read this. Bitcoin all-time high. Can it reach all-time high? Let's figure it out. US government shutdown triggers massive crypto pump. Everybody thought it was going to dump, but now it pumped. So important political news is being observed by markets as the BBC claimed that the US government had officially shut down. What? In traditional finance, such occurrence is usually linked to increased risk awareness. So what's the reason Bitcoin soared past on the charts, rising almost 3% over the past day, while Ethereum regained its position? So Ethereum in September closed bearish and negative 3.884%, and now it's looking to close on green. Solana, Cardano, XRP. Curiously, tokens with smaller market capitalization such as Pump experienced high volatility, reaching its peak for more than 20%. Wow, that's wow. Why are cryptocurrencies rising? US government stock and political stalemate. So if you don't know what's actually going on with, just wait a minute. Let's continue to read this. Real market impact. Nevertheless, it is important to remember that historically US government shutdowns, unless they are extended, have had a little direct economic impact. The impact on crypto market might be psychological than fundamental. It is possible that traders are pricing for future financial strain and US debt issues instead of shutdown itself. Technically speaking, the 4-hour charts breakout of Bitcoin's above the 50 EMA strengthens the bullish argument, and the RSI remains below overbought levels, suggesting that the potential for additional upside. Ethereum is a similar situation. Pump is solely motivated by sentiment. Exactly, in the short term, a retracement may occur, like I said earlier. Simply put, even though the US government shutdown has caused a surge in risk hedging flows into digital assets, even though it might not have direct impact on crypto fundamentals, Bitcoin was already late. So basically, what they're trying to say is that this can be a more of a psychological impact than fundamental in general. So instead of the market dumping for the US government shutdown, it's actually pumping. And we can expect a all-time high in Bitcoin and the follow-up as well for Ethereum. So we can expect Ethereum and Bitcoin and Solana and XRP, all of the currencies, to actually go up. So if you don't know what's happening, so before we actually go ahead and jump into Bitcoin or Ethereum, I just want to touch down on something that's really important right now that directly connects to any currency pairs that is involved with USD. So first thing is that the US government shutdown, right? So basically Congress hasn't decided to, hasn't agreed on funding yet. So if it drags on, parts of the government could shut down like it happened right now. So this might delay key economic data reports too, and traders having uncertainty in the markets. But we're looking at bullish momentum happening. So it can happen and Bitcoin can reach all-time high, which is a question mark. But let's wait and see for the market. But I'm pretty bullish overall. So let's see. Okay, wait, let me go ahead and zoom out over here. Let's see if we can find any trade opportunities. Let's go to the 1-hour time frame. Ooh, look at that. Wow. We can expect Bitcoin to reach this high. Why isn't this straight? So basically, in short, if you hear the word shutdown like we just heard, expect the markets to wobble. We don't know where it's going to go. It could just pump or it could completely reverse down. We don't know it yet. And the second is jobs data, because we just got a report from US private sector that they lost around 32,000 jobs in September alone. This is major drop and the biggest drop since 2023. And it's totally caught markets off guard. So we can expect a negative outlook for growth in the jobs and employment data, but we'll see. And again, third is consumer falling confidence. So people are worried about prices, wages, general cost of living. So when consumers feel tight, they spend less. And it basically pulls down business revenues, which then weighs on the stock market. Because stocks are sliding, but then we can expect a pump again. But all of this creates a negative outlook for growth and uncertainty in the markets. So when all of this is put together, what happens is that investors get nervous. They go into market and call risk it all off mode, like risk off mode. And this means money flows out into safe haven. Am I audible to guys? You guys, am I audible? Let me just grab my phone here. God, I was such a good flow. I was in such a good flow. Okay. So where was I? Where was I? I totally forgot. I was in a flow and then my cough stopped my flow. Okay, let's just understand what's in it for us crypto traders here. Now, this news matters a lot. Okay, Bitcoin, if the US markets are pulling down, Bitcoin and Ethereum usually don't move in the opposite direction, right? So they tend to follow risk sentiment. So for me personally, my bias on BTC right now is bullish. So if we get a bounce, I want to see strong volume and confirmation before trusting it. So we just got that with this candles right here. So the takeaway is that just be careful forcing any longs, just wanting to pump and make some profits. I wouldn't recommend it at all because markets can literally change, especially crypto markets volatility. And now we're in New York and London overlap, so anything can happen. Massive dump can happen, massive pump. Another account can just like go up. So nothing is like predictable right now. So that's my quick moral macro view for today's news and the overall news sentiment. So what do you guys think? So do you want me to bring up the chart of S&P 500 next to BTC and see if we got a correlation together? So what do I take from, oh my God, I'm touching the mic. I'm so sorry. So what do I take from this are a few things. So I'll be more cautious about my long trades. So more cautious about my long trades, not, wanting to long quite a lot. So the border market is pulling. So even if Bitcoin wants to pump, it's fighting for headwinds, apparently. So any bullish move must look strong and high volume, clean structure aligned with higher time frames like it is today. Let me just go back to the daily candle. Would you look at that? Just look at that clean candle. So just be careful. And do you want me to be more specific on what I'm looking for opportunities in the chart? Just go ahead and comment yes if you guys want to hear a more detailed approach to what my overall bias for this entire week is. Let's go to the weekly time frame. So we just broke our parallel trend line on the 15-minute time frame. And now we're retracing. So this can be a retracement candle, retesting this area. and then we can expect a pullback to this level of area right here. So I don't have any open position on either BTC or Ethereum, so I'm just looking for the market to give me clean structure so I can enter and get out and make some money. Well, that's the end goal for today, to make some money. What do you guys think? Can Bitcoin reach all-time high? Just comment yes if you guys think about it. Let's go ahead and check out Solana, how it's doing. I have a couple open positions in Solana and some of the forex pairs. I don't have any positions in gold currently. I was expecting a pullback to this low in gold, or maybe a pullback from this zone. So let's see. Solana. Okay, so we just have this demand zone. This is not an indicator, by the way. It's just that I've extended my rectangle box tool. So if I just pull it up, it just goes up. I was thinking of creating an indicator which just like shows up demand and supply zones, all of these previous day high and lows, instead of me just having to manually draw them all. So a couple of things are under work, so in progress. Let's see. So Ethereum just touched my bigger pallid trend line on this top trend. What do you guys think? We're gonna expect the pullback again to here and then go up and break. Or maybe since we already got 3 touch points, 1, 2, and 3, do you think this will break it? What do you guys think? Let's go ahead and check out gold. Right. I think gold overall reacted to this area. Let's go back to Ethereum. Okay. One-hour time frame. A little sort of rejection. I think I'm gonna go short. So we haven't actually got a valid swing high over here. So I'm gonna wait for this bearish candle to close so we can enter. Let's go ahead and take a look at BTC. All right, so BTC. What do you guys think? Should I short here? All right, so I'm gonna go short below this low, targeting this demand zone and my sell being to this high. So we are not entered yet, so we're gonna expect the candle to drop back down. Ethereum, how did Ethereum close? Hasn't closed yet. So if this candle closes bearish, we can look for short positions, expecting a momentum into this massive demand zone. Same for Bitcoin, but I do think Bitcoin can have a valid setup of sell. Again, if a bullish candle closes, then this setup would not be valid anymore. You know what? Actually, let's wait for this candle to close. But here is my entry. So it's I think everybody thought Bitcoin and all of the cryptocurrencies are going to dump, but instead they all pumped, and we weren't expecting that. I was expecting, like I said, a small move to the upside, like closing above previous day's high, but we just got a huge momentum. But again, I can find those trade opportunities again, I guess. But I did sort of miss out on the big move and profiting more bigger, but it's okay. Let's go to Forex Factory. Forex Factory Enquiries is such on calendar. So all of the news for today is done. If you want, you can just go ahead and filter only the red folders for you to see, but again, orange folders are also better to get a overview perspective on other forex pairs. So tomorrow we have unemployment claims. Like I talked about earlier, in US alone, in this September alone, 32,000 people lost their jobs. So it can also have an impact to a massive pullback in the overall market. We don't know that yet. Okay, so London and New York session overlap is still open, so do be cautious if you have any more running trades. If you are in a long position, I would suggest you book your profits around this high. So Bitcoin can go to this high, but if you are in running profits, just move yourself back to break even so you don't gain nothing and you lose nothing. So break even, no loss, no gain. And if you are in a short position, just be careful. That's all. Anything can happen. So place yourself tight. Let's just hope that this just comes back down to our entry zone. Let's go back to the 5-minute time frame. 5-minute, we're seeing. Do you guys think it could be a retracement and then giving us a pullback to the upside? Because again, we have not entered here. This was just a idea and a setup. If the market manages to close above this recent high, then we can flip our overall ideal setup to the upside, targeting this high. Let me just remove this temporarily. again, like I said, we can expect a movement down to here. Let's go back to the 5-minute time frame. I'm just gonna bring my tool back. I'm just placing my TP at a valid level below the slow. Okay, we're seeing okay, never mind. I thought I was gonna do, but buyers are strong here, so they did manage to pull back this candle. Let me just side this up. So they did manage to pull this candle again up. So let's see. So below this candle slow is our entry area, and our stop loss below this high. If you do guys want to visit our website and explore all of just go ahead and type in www.tradex. Let me just do all capital here. tradexnetwork.in. So once you hop into the website, let me just go ahead and give it a color. Let's place this. If you do want to explore, just go ahead and type that in, or just click the link in the description box below. So this is what you go into. You can just go ahead and click on start now, sign up, and just see for the best fit for you. Again, I wouldn't say that you have to blindly believe everything I say. Just go ahead and explore, do your own research, go to our channel, check out the trades that we took and everything else. And firstly, I would suggest go ahead and join our Discord community to see what we can provide you. And this is just like a glimpse of what we can provide you. There's so many more resources like trading journals, news updates, live weekly calls, one-on-one mentorship, and there's so many things again available. So just go ahead and explore our website as well. Okay, we're seeing some bearish momentum. On what time frame do you guys trade in? A lot of my students trade in the 1-minute time frame since they day trade. And I just rather prefer 15 minutes and 1 minute. Again, like I said, whatever your like overall psychology is and whatever time frame works the best for you, you should be confident in trading those. You shouldn't just blindly change your entire time frame and setup solely because somebody else is doing it. And again, if that time frame doesn't work, go ahead and explore and back test different time frames and your strategy in that, so you'll get a view on which time frame works better for you. Okay. Hello, Mama. So my dog. Hello. He just wants to be on the live stream as well. Do you want to be on live stream? Jump. Jump here. Jump, Mama. Okay. So I would wait for a confirmation because after a candle close, we can expect another bullish candle similar to this sort of situation. But since we already got that and this trend line is tested, we can expect a move down. Or if this candle closes bullish above this high, then we can flip our bearish idea to bullish. Where are you? Let's go ahead and see what Ethereum is doing. Okay, on Ethereum, I'm gonna go ahead and short right here, targeting this low. So on the left side of my screen is Ethereum. On the right, we have Bitcoin. Oh, right. Okay, we're super close. Okay, on Ethereum, we have officially entered into our trade. Bitcoin still not entered into my trade. Let me just take this candle. All right. So on Ethereum, we're in the trade. We got our order got triggered in. Bitcoin still not. How many of you guys use a trading journal? What's your guys' favorite trading movie? Is it Wall Street? Okay, Ethereum, we're back to our entry level. Let's go to 5-minute time frame to fully visualize this trade a little better. On Bitcoin, we haven't actually entered yet. So my first TP is around this low. And on Ethereum, we have around this low. Sorry, on BTC at this low, and Ethereum around this low, TP1. I think we can enter here. We're running in profits in Ethereum. So if Ethereum falls down to this low, I'm going to book some of my profits and then I'm going to let the market do its thing. Bitcoin, I'm going to wait for it to completely run to this low. And again, in Bitcoin, we have not entered yet. Ethereum, we have entered. Wait, this is my sell right here. On Sol, I have a swing trade. I'm not day trading on Sol. It's a swing trade. So yeah. I mostly only trade 3 crypto pairs. And all of my swing trades are in gold and some of forex pairs. Today we don't have any more news coming up. So yeah. Hello to all the newcomers. See, this is why your entry point is very important. Let's just say out of FOMO, I just entered because this candle was closing. Boom, a sell hit. So my entry is right over here. Like I said, your entry is super important. Not every single trade is going to go straight to your TP. Not every single trade is going to go straight to your sell. Give it time to breathe, give it room to breathe, and let that trade run out and see the possible outcome that can happen. Because a lot of us disturb our minds quite a lot, like what is going to happen next, what's going to happen next, what if it just hits our TP, or if it just hits our sell, let's move this trade to break even. All those thinking, just leave it aside. Have some room for your trade. Am I audible to you guys? Just go ahead and chat yes if I am. Am I audible? I think the market just had its retracement candle. Let's see how it goes. Let me just move it down here. A lot of the times whenever I enter into markets, my order doesn't get triggered in and it just like goes up, similar to what happened to me in Euro USD. My limit orders sometimes don't get triggered in, or just like it's super close to getting triggered in, but the market decides to go in my direction without hitting my limit order. And sometimes it just like hurts because I just missed out on a huge move and I couldn't capitalize on that. Back then I used to feel really disappointed, and out of FOMO I used to overtrade and blow my accounts, but now I'm pretty calm. I'm like, if I don't capture this opportunity, I have diversified my amount and my capital. So if this limit order doesn't get triggered on some other pairs, it might. For example, I just showed you earlier. Let me just go ahead and open TradingView again. Is my internet connection so slow? What the hell? Why is that not opening? Okay, but like I showed you guys earlier, my EURUSD trade didn't get triggered in, but my Solonas did, my GBP USD did, and my USD JPY also did. And all three of them are in profits, which is a good thing. So it's just like that. Diversify your trades, don't just like trade one pair and solely depend on that. Again, if you only want to trade gold, it's up to you. But I'm just talking about Forex and how many pairs you can trade if you want to. It's completely your decision, but it's a good thing if you want to diversify your trades. It's like that saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. BTC didn't get triggered in. There's no down here. Ethereum is close for a sell, but anything can happen. It can react. If another candle closes, we hit our sell. I think Ethereum's gonna hit a sell. Oh, there we go. We're out of the trade. Out of that trade. It's a small loss, but a loss is a loss. And again, we lost this trade. This trade did not get triggered in. So I'm just gonna remove it. So one loss today. If you guys are watching this live stream, go ahead and hit a like button. So my first trade profit was here in the daily time frame on BTC. So no trades on Ethereum. Ethereum lost, BTC profit. BTC today's trade hasn't got triggered in yet. So again, my TP was here. I exited right here. I entered here at this candle. So Bitcoin profit on a daily time frame, which is a huge profit. And on Ethereum, we had a small loss. So overall, today's P&L is in green. So just being transparent and sharing that details for you guys so you guys can see what I made. Okay, I think BTC can reach to this high. Again, this is a daily time frame. If you guys any open positions, just be careful. Because New York and London session overlap just ended, and we can expect some momentum here. Because sometimes it's during and sometimes, usually most of the time, it's after. Let's go ahead back to 5-minute time frame on BTC. Comment or chat how many trades did you guys take today, and was it a profit or a loss? What's my view on gold? Let's go to the daily time frame. So gold in general was pretty bullish overall in the daily time frame alone. We had slight pullbacks, but pretty bullish. What I think the market can do, since we're super bullish on all of the currencies, we can have a slight bit of pullback to this recent demand zone before having a pullback up. But in overall gold, I'm pretty bullish. But anytime we can change market structure. But since we do have a demand zone, I think we are out. My outlook personally, it's bullish in gold. These are some of my running trades on Forex pairs. And like I mentioned earlier, my Euro USD limit order did not get triggered in. It's okay, we are profiting over here and here. And let's go ahead and check out Solana. Okay, Solana, pretty cool. Again, this is in the 4 time frame, which I've entered in. So these are all swing trades. These are all some of my running trades. On your USD, I'm not gonna re-enter at all. I'm just gonna remove this trade now. I'm not gonna re-enter in your USD since we do have all of these running trades. In gold, currently, I don't have any trades. But gold can react to this low right here before having a pullback to the upside and reacting to this high. I'm pretty bullish in gold, but if it does manage to close and give us a bearish momentum, it can fall back all the way down to this low right here. And then we're gonna get market structure change, break of structure, and then a bearish momentum to the downside. But I don't think it would be. I'm pretty bullish. It can go to this low before reversing or having a pullback. All right, BTC can reach to this high. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and put it in the chat box. Oh, look at that. BTC can reach to this high, like I said. But I'm good with my profits for today. I'm not gonna go ahead and enter into this pump. Again, once it reaches to this high, don't go ahead and long again because we can expect a pullback. So if it does reach to this high, don't go ahead and enter into the pump because it can react to this level before having a pullback, or maybe even to this previous day's low and taking that into support. Daily time frame, bullish overall. Everybody was expecting a bearish momentum because US government shutdown, unemployment claims, but we had a pretty bullish momentum in the markets. Just go ahead and like this live stream. Just go back to the 5-minute time frame. Can we just like reach to this top level? That would be awesome. Any questions, just put it on the chat box. If you guys want me to go ahead and observe S&P 500, NASDAQ, just go ahead and check out Solana. All right, in Solana, we created this demand zone or an FVG. So we can expect another candle to touch this and go back up. And go ahead and explore our website and join our free Discord community. Just go ahead, click on our website and explore the Tradex Energy Formula, the free Tradex community, and the one-on-one mentorship. Just book a call with me directly. I'm going to go ahead and analyze where you're wrong, at what stage you are in, and how we can make you a better and a consistently profitable trader. So go ahead and just explore. I'm not rushing you into anything. Just go ahead and explore. Read our reviews. Just go through all of them. And if you want to go ahead and check out our socials, go ahead and do that. Explore our YouTube channel for free value. So to book a one-on-one call, all you have to do is just go to our website, click on the Join Elite Mentorship, and then book a one-on-one appointment. As simple as that. And if you do want to go ahead and join our Discord community, you'll be getting all of these features. And just go ahead to welcome start here. Go ahead and watch this entire server breakdown. And these are all the pages that you'll be getting, and these are all the pages that you'll not be getting. This is only for our elite membership members. So over here, you'll get live updates, weekly live calls with me directly, and weekly market outlook. So we're going to go ahead, sit down with all of our students in a Zoom meeting And then we're going to go ahead and analyze all the markets in the 4-hour time frame to weekly, what my weekly outlook is, what news is currently running, and how it can impact the market and how it can affect and what trades that we can expect. And personally, at Tradex, we don't sell any signals here because I solely don't believe that selling signals or selling my trade ideas to you wouldn't make you a valid trader and a profitable trader, because I can easily go ahead and sell you my signals. That would be easy. But for me, I want you guys to be independently successful on your own, because that's what's gonna be able to run you in the long term, right? You can't just depend on solely just on signals. Just because somebody on a Telegram channel just told you to buy and go long doesn't mean that you just have to go ahead and buy long without actually logically and technically thinking why you're actually entering to that long position. So I would suggest go ahead, take your time. YouTube has so many resources alone. YouTube alone, you can go ahead and go to our channel, go ahead and watch all of our videos. And if you only trust us, then go ahead and further proceed into anything. And I'm not rushing you into anything. And you shouldn't blindly follow or trust anyone, not even us. Go ahead, I said that. I just want to be as transparent as possible, as authentic and genuine as possible, because when I first started out trading, I didn't find that into people. And especially communities are so toxic. So I did create our own community, and it's completely free. Just go ahead into our description box below, click on that link and join, or just go to our website, explore. Just explore. I'm not telling you to buy, I'm not telling you to go ahead and do stuff out. Just explore and click on discover more and go ahead and join our Discord community. As simple as that. If you got any questions, go ahead and put it on the chat box. And if you are watching the live stream, go ahead and hit that like button. So I have no current positions open on Ethereum or BTC. And on BTC, I made a profit today on long position, and on short position on the short time frame, I made a loss on Ethereum. So I can expect the market to go and reach to this top. What strategy do you follow? Can you give me an example? So we actually have our own strategy, which is called the Tradex entry formula. It applies to every other markets that you trade: forex, crypto, commodities, F&O. It's basically price action. It's not an indicator. We're not a signal selling group. We don't have a Telegram channel. So it's basically a strategy which applies and works across all of these markets. And if you do want to go ahead and check out what it is, just go ahead to our website, or just go to our YouTube channel and check out my live trades there. So just go ahead to our website, click on discover more, and just go ahead and explore this page. You'll understand what this is about. And you kind of like get a glimpse of, oh my God, is that a fly? So just go to our YouTube channel and explore. It's not an indicator, it's a strategy. I personally use it. Our whole entire Tradex team uses it. Just go ahead and explore to our YouTube channel and our website, and you'll get a full overview of it. If you have any more questions, just put it in the chat box. So our strategy is solely based on price action. We don't use any indicators. It's solely fundamental and technical both combined, which gives us a solid idea of why exactly we're entering and the trade execution, because your entry is your most important factor in your trade. So if you don't enter at the right area or the right price, then you don't have actual, just give me a second here. That's a fly. That's a goddamn fly. I should probably close the door. So like I said, your entry position and your entry area is super important. If you don't know why exactly you're entering and you're just entering solely based off of some guy on the internet that told you to go long, you're not a profitable, consistent trader. You're just solely depending on someone else's technical analysis. You're not actually trading on your behalf. Just go ahead and like this video if you guys made it this far to this live stream. Any questions, just put it in the chat box. I'll go ahead and reply live. All right, look at this. We hit our indicator. Sorry, we hit our line. On Ethereum, good. On BTC, we're gonna hit it. We're close to hitting it. What advice do you give to me to get every day profitable? Well, just follow your trading plan, have a consistently profitable routine, backtest your strategy, which is super important. A lot of people don't backtest it and you forward test it using real money, which makes you unprofitable beginning. So just go ahead and consume as much knowledge from the internet as possible. Have a disciplined and a trading plan, and just go ahead and trade off of that trading plan. And slowly you'll start to see consistent profits. I wouldn't say every single day you're going to be profitable, but you'll see consistent profits throughout the entire week, throughout the entire month. So I wouldn't say this entire day you're going to be able to become a profitable trader every single day. Some days are losses, some few days are profits, so we cannot really judge that. So my advice would be just stay consistent on your trading plan and your routine. If you don't have a perfect trading plan and you're looking for a trading plan, just go ahead and visit our website and explore. You'll find what you're missing out on, and if you go ahead and like it, just go ahead and proceed with the process. Well, guys, that's it for today's live stream. Again, a huge profit on BTC on the daily candle. I entered over here, exited right here. Huge profit on that movement alone. Thank you for telling that. You're welcome. That's my job to tell you that. So on Ethereum, we made a slight bit of loss, but I do think Ethereum also can reach to this high. Again, we're analyzing in the daily time frame. So these are valid highs that Ethereum can reach in the next few days. So that's valid. And I have a couple of trades running on Solana. On EURUSD, we didn't get our limit order triggered in, so I just removed that trade. GBP, USD JPY. On gold, I don't have any currently running trades at all. So these are all swing trades in general. So today we just made a small loss and a big profit. So overall, today's P&L is green. If you got any questions before I end this live, go ahead and put it in the chat box. And do subscribe to our channel because I do live streams every single day. And go ahead and explore our website to learn more about us and to know what exactly we do. All right, guys, that's it for today's live stream. I'm going to end the session super soon. So if you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat box. Bitcoin can reach to this top level, and I don't have any open positions on Bitcoin or Ethereum. All right, guys, that's it for today's live stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a lot better, more energy. And I'm going to keep you guys updated on my swing trades on my Discord community. So go ahead and do join it. The link's in the description box below. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's it for today's live stream. Bye and have a really good night or good evening or good morning.